This movie is complete and utter butt nuggets. Welcome back to another episode of Smitty Snippets, and it pains me, absolutely pains me to the core to have to make this video. Because as you can see, probably in the background, I have a proton pack. I got a silly jumpsuit with all the names on it. Got me a even one got me a ghost trap from when I went to go watch the movie. And I'm telling you right now, I wished I could give it back. There will be heavy spoilers for this, and I'll say right off the bat that my wife and son did enjoy this movie. They enjoyed it. All I'm going to tell you is that I would rather have done this for an hour and a half. Oh, oh. I am not going to give you this review from the perspective of a 7-year-old or my wife. I'm going to give it to you as I saw it. And this movie was absolute trash. Nothing went together. Nothing went together. Nothing made sense. I kept waiting for stuff to just make sense at some point. Please make sense. So I'm going to go over this absolute ridiculous movie and its plot. And it pains me to say that, just that. I'm going to go over this, explain the plot to you, and then I'm going to go into everything that I could not stand about this movie that they have to change. Ready for the plot? All right, here it goes. They're pretty much all the same. Ghoul gets or ghost gets done wrong by a human being long time ago. They seal him up in a brass or copper ball, and that's where he stays until he gets let out. The end. Winston, I guess Winston is paid now, so he's funding these other Ghostbusters at this other site to work on a new containment unit because the one at the firehouse is getting full, I guess. So there's that. Here come the problems. My first problem is Phoebe. The way they did Phoebe. Phoebe has a friend who's a ghost. Friend who is a ghost, and it is implied that they have a liking for one another, that there is a little bit more than just friendship going on here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're an adult. So now they're so afraid to actually go in on that and say the words or have them actually do something. And I don't mean anything sexually, I'm just talking about in general, right? That they don't even say the word lesbian. Why do it at all if you can't go all the way in on it and just say it or show it? You know, you don't have to be secretive about it. I mean, you think you're being up to date or new by showing, inclusion, which is good, right? But just do it then, right? I don't know why you did it, because you don't have this strange relationship with the people who love the original Ghostbusters. You don't want to piss them off. So what? And at the same time, you want to endear yourself to a new crew. Well, then do it. Do it. All of these movies are alike. I don't have a problem with that, right? You got Zool in the first movie, in the first Ghostbusters. Zool comes out. There's like a you see a few ghosts, they get busted, they figure out what's causing that problem, right? Or no, Dana has eggs that pop out onto the counter. Ghostbusters spend half the movie trying to figure out what did that, and trying to figure out why all these ghosts are coming up. And then they get to Zool. Zool's like a 10-minute fight, maybe 7 with Stay Puff, and then they bust Zool at the end. I think she asked him like 3 questions. There weren't any serious fight with Zool. It was just shoot her with the proton pack after she asked him whether or not Ray was a god. That was it. Moving on to the second movie, you have Vigo, right? Vigo starts the same way. You get a little bit of slime from the sewer, causes a few monsters to come up. They gotta bust him, and they follow the slime all the way back to the museum. They find out that Vigo was there. I think Vigo said two things. Two. Now we become one. And then he just sounded like a broken dog for the rest of the movie. And then he got shot. Back in the painting he goes. Boom. Vigo's gone. There wasn't a whole lot to Vigo, just like there isn't a lot to anybody who's in these movies. I'm not complaining about that, right? Then you had Stickman. Stickman in this. You find out that one of the characters is like he controls flame. He's from a long line of flame controllers, right? And he sits there and he does his thing, and his family traps trap the bad guy or the demon or the ghoul or whatever he is, put him in a brass or copper ball and set him in a room, only for him to break out for the after the incantation. Oh my god, I can't wait to get to that part. That's coming. Again, I don't have a problem with the way that these movies are structured, right? They've all been structured the exact same. I don't have a problem with that. I loved Afterlife. I thought that was a fantastic send off for Harold Ramis. I thought the way that they brought the Ghostbusters back, I thought the way that they brought him back to help his granddaughter shoot Zool was amazing. It brought tears to my eyes. It was good to see it. It was good to see the other Ghostbusters look at him and say that they missed him. I love that. But with this is different. This is cameo hell. Do the movie or don't. Like, we remember Slimer. We remember Sigourney Weaver as Dana. We remember Janine Melnitz. We remember Ray Stans. We remember Winston. We remember the ghost from the library. We remember the lion from the stairs from the library. We remember all of these things. We remember the containment unit. We remember the firehouse. We remember Walter Peck. Do you see how much of a chore it is for me to run down this list of shit? It just doesn't make a lot of sense. And now they've introduced this family into this thing. And the ghost is like an afterthought. It's always like an afterthought. It's never like interesting. But once you get through all the cameos and the member berries, there ain't shit else to these movies. There's nothing else. And I'm tired of them destroying everything that my childhood, my upbringing was fantastic. I saw they get ready to release Beetlejuice again. They've already messed up. They brought Michael Keaton back as Batman, and they screwed that up by putting out a dumbass movie with Flash. Then you messed up Avengers, right? I don't know how you go from being the best goddamn movie maker ever to shitting on all the Marvel characters and just turn it into an absolute dumpster fire. Now it's this. Now it's Ghostbusters. It's Ghostbusters. Pass the torch. I get nobody wants to watch 80-year-old men bust ghosts. They want to watch the kids. That's fine. You pass the torch in Afterlife. Just do it already. Pass it off. Venkman don't give a shit. He don't give a damn about being in these movies anymore. He is there to get that check. I don't blame him for that. But this has to stop, man. This has to stop. I mean, I got a signed picture by all four of them. I got a signed picture by all four of them, and I love it, right? But this can't continue to go on, right? This can't continue to happen. Let me tell you about the plot of this nonsense, about this foot disease called Ghostbusters. I I I could not believe what I was watching when this came on. Okay, I could not believe the plot of this movie. This ghoulish thing used to work with a human. Why? I don't know. Long time ago. Long time ago, back in the day. And I guess the human betrayed him somehow. Betrayed him and locked him into this brass or copper ball and put him away for a very, very, very long time. Here's the ghost's plan to get out. He convinced a ghost girl to make friends with Phoebie. And then Phoebie would somehow let him out. Here's what had to happen for him to get out. Phoebie had to go into this new containment unit thing, which I guess takes the spirit out of whatever object is it possesses. Phoebie wanted to be with her friend, so she stepped into the machine. No one asked her to do this. She just did it. No one asked her to do this at all. She just got in, and the machine pulled her spirit out so she could hang out with her buddy as a ghost. And then she goes, "I'm sorry. I tricked you." And then the bad stick man makes her say that because she's not dead, he's able to manipulate her real lips through messing with her ghost lips. So she spits out the incantation that frees him, and he's free for all of 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Again. It just why go through this? Why? You have this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing that we've all got to grow up and love. Absolutely love. And it's been amazing, right? And you're screwing it up. You're screwing it up. And I know some of you out there are just like, you don't know what you're talking about. We love this movie. I know you did. I know you did. I know you think you did. But you can we be real for a second? This ain't good. You know it ain't good. You know it ain't good. Okay? Just because your kid sits there and go, woo, that doesn't mean it's good. That don't mean it's good. My son loved this too.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part?
Um, where the where Slimer was in the like in the snacks.
Slimer was his favorite part. That doesn't mean it's good. I promise you, if he asked me right now, Daddy, can we go back and see I loved it so much? Ain't no way. There ain't no way I'm sitting through that again. I promise you, there ain't no way. There ain't no way. So, in conclusion, this movie sucked. This movie just sucked. And I know some of y'all out there will just watch it and say that it's good because you went there and you had a good time or something like that. And I'm just going to respectfully disagree with you. This movie sucked for a whole host of reasons because people aren't interested in making good movies anymore. They just want to have movies with cameos in them so people can get those checks. That's not a movie. That's just a memory. And I don't want to see those anymore. You know, I got my memories of the good Ghostbusters. I got my memories of this, and this could be good. I'm not saying it can't be, but do the movie, right? What if the original Ghostbusters just paid homage to the first Ghostbusters? Because you realize they had to buy the name. The name wasn't theirs originally. They weren't the very first Ghostbusters. So what if instead of them doing their movie, they just paid homage to the original Ghostbusters? Wouldn't that be nice? Nobody wants to see that. People are tired of watching these movies, man. Just make a good movie. People will come watch and then they have something to share with their kids. Again, like people will get nostalgic about their kids. It's because as it stands right now, the only thing that's out is shit that we remember, and then our kids got to show shit to their kids of stuff they remember that we remember from when we saw it, not their originals. So that's all I got, man. I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Like, share, subscribe if you enjoy the content, and while you at it, go and watch this other Ghostbuster video that I did last time. That was better. So much better. So I love y'all. Y'all be easy. And I got y'all, man. I'm going to do Foundation and Beacon 23. I have not forgotten. Those are next. So I love y'all. Y'all have a good one. Peace.